Okay, so hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm actually starting a new video series where I'm going to analyze Bitcoin and see what can be the potential trades that we can take for the coming week. So since today this will be the first video of this series, and if you're new to the channel and if you want to learn about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, the stock market, subscribe to the channel. There are more videos lined up and you're gonna get this kind of video where I'm going to analyze Bitcoin every Sunday, so you can have an idea about what we can expect for the coming week. So without wasting any time, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, so before we plan any trades of what we can do in the coming days, let's just take a quick look at what happened in this last week. So if we pull up the Bitcoin chart here, as you can see, if we look out from Monday, that was the 30th of June, it was actually in a downtrend and it was actually respecting this particular trend line. If you see, it tried breaking it here. So there were 4 touches on this trend line, but it could not break, and as soon as it broke this particular trend line here, you can see a huge rally of almost, if you see, there was this huge rally of almost $4,000. And if you had taken this trade, it would be somewhere around keeping a stop loss of like $1,100. And even if you check, or even if you place a target till this recent high, this high, and it would still be almost $2,500. So it's an easy 1:2.5 risk reward trade. So that's a really good trade. Now since we could not take that trade, that's totally fine. Now moving ahead, what else happened? So if you see, if you observe, Bitcoin made a higher high. It actually made a high here and then a low, and then again it made a high here around 10,500, so $110,500, and then it again made a low over here somewhere around 107k. I actually took a trade over here. If you can see, the logic of this trade was actually Bitcoin was making a really good chart pattern. It was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So potentially it might actually try and retest this high, and that's actually made my profit target as well for now. So I'm already in the trade, but if you see, it again did the same thing. It was trying to break this trend line, it did not, and at last it broke this particular trend line here on the 4th of July. But since then, after breaking the trend line, it has been in a sideways move. However, if you see, this particular sideways move was actually broken last night itself on, if you see, oh actually this morning, I'm actually shooting right now, it's 3 p.m. Eastern time in Canada. If you see, it broke this particular channel box around 9 a.m. and now it's back testing right now. If you see, it's doing a retest here, so maybe we can go on a smaller time frame and see if we have a good pattern, a candlestick pattern over here, maybe a morning star. We can actually take a trade on this reset, on this retest. However, I have already taken a trade here, as I said, and I took it somewhere around this level, because I'll explain you. If you go on a lower time frame, it was making a W pattern. You see this was a W pattern, and then it broke this level, and I actually took a trade there at that exact point. And if you see, my risk reward would be, my stop loss would be somewhere around this level, and I'm targeting the recent highs, maybe this one. Even if I try to take this high as target, it will still give me a 2.5 risk reward, and I can actually trail it to this level as well. But I might actually book it here because this is a reasonable level and this is the all-time high, so it might not reach there. Maybe it falls from here itself. But yeah, as you can see, it has been going well for now. It is actually showing a little resistance at this particular level, and you see this huge big red candle. So I might actually trail my stop loss at this level, just let me see, just below this particular green candle. So if the trade reverses, I can actually cut my trade and reduce my loss to a larger extent. Instead of this, I can just trade till here and close my trade, because crypto is really volatile. You can actually aim for larger targets, but I would suggest you start small. Now let's look out for some resistance and support levels for the coming week. So if you see, it has made this recent high and this is the recent low, so we can actually mark this. If you see, this was also a nice support back, and it actually took a support from here again, so that is a really strong support level for this week. So if you haven't taken a trade like me, just wait for Bitcoin to drop down till this particular blue box. That's the buy range for us. If it comes down here and makes a good candlestick patterns, you can actually take a trade here for a target of this particular high. So this can actually act as a resistance for us. As I said, this is the resistance and this level is a support for us. So I'll just change this to red so that you can have an idea that this is resistance for it. And if in case Bitcoin comes down near this level, and if it actually breaks that level, then we can definitely see it falling all the way down till this particular level, that is $106,000 to $105,000 actually. So there's nothing certain. However, it is still in an uptrend. If you see on a 4-hour time frame as well, if you see, it has been making higher highs, higher low after breaking this down channel. If you see, these strong green candles are a proof that there are a lot of buyers who are pushing Bitcoin on a higher time frame, on a higher level. So currently, after breaking this channel, it has always been in an uptrend. It definitely took, as you see, a little pullback, and then it again went up, and now this was another pullback where I actually took an entry, and now I'm hoping for this to make another higher high. Okay guys, to summarize this whole video, I am actually bullish on Bitcoin. I won't be planning any sell trades or any downside, because I see this is a very good setup. It's making higher highs, higher lows. So definitely, as I told you before, this would be one buy level that we can aim for to take a buy entry. And if it breaks this, I would still not go for a sell trade. I would still wait for it to drop till this particular level, and then I will see if it's making a better price action. I would actually try making a buy entry here and targeting the recent high. So that's my plan for the coming week. If in case by any chance if it breaks this level as well, then in that case I would definitely plan for a sell trade. So I might actually tell you guys that as well. So if it breaks this level, you can actually plan for a sell trade, because if you see, this has been a major support since June 24. So if it breaks this level, it can definitely go back and retest the 98,000 level as well. So guys, if you found this breakdown helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe. I usually upload these every week, so stay tuned for more such videos, and do let me know if you are bearish or bullish on Bitcoin for this week.